I did a simple technical analysis video looking at Bitcoin in the last 10 years. I switched to the weekly time frame, and I was just trying to explain why technically there's nothing called a bear market, because what we thought, or what I believed to be a bear market, was actually just a retracement on the weekly time frame. So there is nothing called a bear market. Now I've come to believe that if you really want to build wealth in the shortest possible time, Bitcoin is your best bet. And I've explained, and I'm going to explain with numbers today, so you see why I'm saying that. Now we are going to do we are going to compare Bitcoin with the S&P 500, right? And then you understand what I'm talking about. So this is the summary on Bitcoin. In the last 13 years, Bitcoin has had an annual growth rate of 99% in the last 13 years. Now, we are not saying that every year Bitcoin is increasing by 99%. No. There are years where it falls. There are years where it gains meagerly and all that. But I mean, putting everything together and more like striking the average, you are going to see that in the last 13 years, you've had 99%. And that's what happens even with the stock market. If we tell you the S&P is returning 10% every single year annually, it doesn't mean that every single year S&P is going to give you 10%. There are some times where it falls beneath that 10%. There are some times where it goes up. There are some times where you might even record negative, right? Even with stocks or with indexes or mutual funds. You understand? Yes. But in the longer period of time, if you are striking the average, you are going to find out that, well, there's a specific figure. And so with Bitcoin, in the last 13 years, you are going to get 99.25%. So let's just take the annual growth rate of Bitcoin as 80%, right? It's 99, but let's just strike it at 80. Now, with the use of compounding interest, right? We are going to use compounding interest. So supposing you want to invest 100, maybe you're a Ghanaian, you just want to invest 100 cedis into Bitcoin every single month. You just want to put 100 cedis into Bitcoin every single month, right? No big deal. So for the next 10 years, you are telling yourself you don't care about the price of Bitcoin, whether it goes down, you are not checking the price, you are just putting in 100 cedis every single month. That's all you are doing for at least the next 10 years. Okay, so let's say 100 cedis, that's the initial investment, and then don't care about the dollar sign, right? The monthly contribution also 100. Length of time in years, 10 years. Estimated interest rate, let's use 80%. And then interest rate variance, range of interest rates above and below the rate set above that you desire to see results for. Range of interest above and below. Okay, that's really not important like that. Compound frequency annually. Now let's calculate and see what we are going to get. So the results are in. So in 10 years, it says you will have 569,774. So in 10 years, okay, in 10 years, if you are putting just 100 cedis into Bitcoin, you don't care about the price. You are not concerned about the price. You are putting 100 cedis every single month into Bitcoin, just buying Bitcoin, just compounding Bitcoin. In 10 years, you are likely to make 500,000 Ghana cedis. I don't know, but you are not getting this anywhere. You are not getting this anywhere. In just 10 years, you are getting 500,000 Ghana cedis. Okay, so this is the power of compounding interest. So let's say you're a bit on the higher side. You want to put in 1,000 cedis every single month for the next 10 years. Let's calculate and see. You'll be making 5 million. in the next 10 years. Now, let's check the average of your favorite stock, maybe S&P. You know, people over the long period of time build wealth with S&P, right? The S&P 500. So average ROI of S&P 500. So it says historically, S&P 500 has historically generated an average annual return of around 10 to 12%. So let's use the figure on the high side. So S&P 500 is giving you 12%, right? Every single year. So with the estimated interest rates, let's use 12% here, and then let's use the $100 or 100 cedis every month for 10 years, and let's see S&P's. So for 10 years, if you are putting 100 cedis, if you are to put 100 cedis in the S&P or $100 into the S&P for 10 years, you are going to get 21,000, right? You are getting 21,000. Look at the difference. If you put $100 every month into Bitcoin for 10 years, listen, let's even cut Bitcoin down. Let's do it just 50%. We all know sometimes Bitcoin does 50% in just a day, but let's just say Bitcoin is going to give us 50% in just a year, right? Even with that, for 10 years, you are putting $100, you are making over 100,000. I mean, it speaks for itself. It speaks for itself. Look at the chart. Look at this chart. This is the Bitcoin chart. It's in an uptrend, always in an uptrend, always going up. This is the S&P chart. Has also always been in an uptrend. This is the S&P chart. Has also always been in an uptrend. And it has always been so with every single commodity. If you check on the weekly time frame, they've always been in an uptrend. Higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher. They've all been in an uptrend. Look at gold. Look at the weekly charts. Always been in an uptrend. I'm telling you, bro, the system is rigged in our favor. So from here, gold sort of gave a double top and then came to this level. So this took, let's say, 1,000. So for over 1,000, for over 1,120 days, right? Let me just calculate 1,120 days. How many years? 1,120 days. It's more like 3 years. So for 3 years, gold was in a downtrend, and you would have thought that gold was in a bear market, but it was really a retracement. So for 3 years, gold was in a constant downtrend. Okay, so it made a loss of negative 40%. But at the long run, it gained, and today gold is here. And so imagine in 2014, you were worried that gold was in a downtrend from 2014 to 2016. From 2014 to 2017, thereabout. You were worried that gold was always, maybe you put your money in gold and you were worried that your money is losing value. If you still maintained your money from here to here, it's more like over 222% increase. So once you understand the charts and you understand these commodities, I am telling you, it is rigged in our favor. It is, whenever you think it is coming down, it will always be, yes, maybe for a period of 5 years, the market might come down. But look at gold. Look at gold at this level. It has gone up. If you understand the market, you know that if you have a steep rise like this, then it tells you that the fall will be hard. So there will be a point in time where gold will fall. Obviously, gold is going to fall. But then it might fall for 3 years. It might fall for 4 years. It might fall for 5 years. But that is the time you need to be investing. Because we've learned from the chart. And this is gold. Since when? Since the 1980s. It has always been so. Look, since what? The 1970s. It has always been so. It has always been in an uptrend since the 1970s. Look at 1979. As I told you, it went up steep. And look at the fall. From 1979 to 1982. So like 3 years. It was going down. It went down as hard as ever for 3 years. And so imagine you were investing in times like that. Okay? It has always been in an uptrend. There is nothing new that's going to happen on the market. Every single thing happening on the market is more like, the market has always been in a perpetual motion. And every single thing happening has happened before. So it always goes up, comes down. It will always go up, it will come down. It will always go up, it will come down. Now it is up. Obviously, it's going to come down. But in the future, it is constantly going to go up. So you can take advantage of this in the next 10 years. Just be buying. You can buy gold if your risk level is low. You can buy silver if your risk level is low, right? But I'm just telling you, for me, I'm just telling you, gold is going to give you your, of course, at the end of the month, at the end of the year, at the end of your period, the 10 years, you are going to get what you want. You are going to make some money. But I personally believe Bitcoin is going to give you the most. Bitcoin is up. Yes, we are all seeing it. This is the chart. It is going to fall, obviously. There will be a point in life where Bitcoin will fall for, let's say, 3 years, 4 years, or what. But those are the moments, or those are the times that you need to be buying more, because history is on our side. This is the chart. Clearly shows that history will always be on our side. Bitcoin will always go up. There will be a time where Bitcoin might even rise. One Bitcoin might get to $1 million. So imagine that one Bitcoin has gotten to $1 million, and due to your compounding activity or your compounding behavior, you have 2 Bitcoins, right? It's as simple as that. Just every single month, don't look at the chart, don't look at the price, don't look at the money you are losing, just put money in there. And I think it's really going to make you rich, right, in the long term. Okay, so yeah, that's that. So in order to show you that every single thing is so, let's look at a stock like, let's look at other stocks. So let's look at something like Apple, right? They are major players in the stock market. So let's look at Apple as well. And then you understand why I'm telling you the system is rigged in our favor. So this is Apple, the weekly time frame of Apple. And it has always been in an uptrend, that I told you, always in an uptrend, always. So you see, I'm telling you, man, the market is rigged in our favor. And people who knew this information have really made a lot of money over the long term. If you've come across this video, bro, you know what to do. If you don't know anything about this, you don't know anything about Bitcoin, how to invest in stocks or whatever, information is out there. No one taught me how to read charts. No one taught me how to, do technical analysis. I just learned on my own. You can do it. There's nothing too difficult. You can do it. You can learn on your own. Just take it once a day, every single time, every single day. Decide to learn something new. You just give yourself time. For about a year, you understand what's going on and you understand the chart and you can make money from it. It's as simple as that. So you have the best assets to invest in. After discovering this, bro, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm now coming. I'll now become a Bitcoin. I'll now be creating that data for Bitcoin anyway. Uh, anyway, so share your thoughts. Let me know what you think. Right? Yeah.